know how this has managed to happen again. That price for that size, it's 109 degrees. This actually looks a lot better than I was anticipating. And now, yeah, that's it. What a song for the Lego store, truly. Lego just launched a bunch of brand new sets, and in today's video I'm going to go through, show you what I am getting, show you what I will be getting in the future, and what I'm planning on not getting. I'm very excited to do this with you. August is a huge launch, and I've been dying to get my hands on some of these sets, so I'm very excited to go in store with you. Little note, this is actually being filmed the day after launch day because I was out of town. I was in Palm Springs. I'll show a few videos and photos on screen. I took like a family trip. It was a ton of fun, but I'm happy to be home now and really excited to get my hands on these Lego sets. Also, just the way the video didn't sound like this, I had to turn off my AC and I'm in my car. It is summer in the Las Vegas desert, so you know, it's 109 degrees. So if you appreciate my dedication to content and you think it's worth it at the end, don't forget to click the like button, but don't do that now. Do it whenever it is. Let's get out of this hot car so I don't pass away in here. This for me definitely is going to be an interesting one filming wise because I feel like walking up to the store I don't feel any kind of self-consciousness, which I usually do as I'm walking up to line, and I feel very awkward filming in line. Obviously that gets better the more I've been filming. I don't feel awkward now, but then when I get in store I always feel more awkward, not on launch days, because I feel like the employees are just like listening to me film. Until you've tried to film in public, you don't understand why it's so awkward. I right now am the most excited to see the painting, but I know that there's a lot of other really cool sets and I'm really excited to see them. I do have to say, it is so nice if I'm gonna miss a launch for it to be when it's 100+ degrees. Sometimes waiting these lines out at that time in the morning can suck. Like right now I'm in shade, but some of those launches that I've done in the morning have not been in shade at all. So I don't mind just walking from an air conditioning car, well it was air conditioned before I was filming, to an air conditioned store. That's a lot easier. You can see right here we have all these Smart Brick Pokemon sets. Excited to see those. Botanicals, we have a few sets that are not typical in here, but then we also have our new one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it right now. I have like a serious backlog problem, but I'll definitely get it at some point. Also, I'll have to filter out the song, but the song playing right now is hysterical. I'll put it on screen, but what a song for the Lego store, truly. All right, there's also the new Tower Bridge set, which I think actually looks a lot better than I was anticipating. I haven't seen it in store yet, but there's a chance I'm going to turn around and see it. This looks really, really cool. I love the water underneath. That's a really nice feature of it. And then of course you got your like double-decker bus right there. There's definitely the Olivia Rodrigo stuff, but I do have to say the only one I'm interested in is that botanical. But that's cool that this opens up. I did not know that. Pretty busy in here, so I'm actually feeling a lot better. Chose a good time to come, but oh my god, I see it. I feel like this is much like the last one where it like looks a lot better in person than it did on like photos and videos. It's not quite as crazy on the dimensions, but the scale is insane. You also have the X-Files one, which I definitely was thinking about. It's on my shows list to watch, but I haven't seen it yet. But like, man, that price for that size just is not something can't really justify right now. I'm not a huge fan of it, so not my thing. But it does look really cool. They kind of have it where you can actually test it out. That is a really cool feature. Again, it's just like skewed too young for me, but it is really cool. I do think this is definitely something where if you can get your kid to a Lego store because you want to get them one of these sets, actually would totally recommend it. Also, I do not think these are actually bad representations of the characters, and I think that the Smart Bricks are actually used pretty well, so I might not be a hater. One is adorable, and apparently it's a bestseller, and I definitely want it, so we're gonna yoink that. Also have our new One Piece sets here, and of course we have Garp's Marine Battleship. This is one I have definitely wanted, especially as a pretty big One Piece fan. So I'm probably gonna yoink that one, this one, and then I have my art set up front. And I might grab the botanical now, and then we're on kind of a very small haul today. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the gum fruit, absolutely. Know how this has managed to happen again, but I in fact have another Lego tote, so that's kind of insane. Whew, this is heavy. Oh my goodness, I somehow spent $769 Some of that is taxes. We have like a 7%, 6% sales tax. I feel like this is like weirdly heavy. I was not expecting that I was buying enough to get another tote. It also like looks like really empty on top. I feel like this could have been bags, but the only thing I'm thinking of is that maybe that art set just is too big for the normal bag. And so then they just put everything else in it because like weirdly enough, this is one of my emptiest totes I've ever gotten. How many am I up to this year? I'm going to put it on screen. I've gotten a lot of totes. That art set, the box for it is huge. Like I even said it to one of the employees when I grabbed it. I'm like, this is huge. And she's like, I know, I didn't expect it to be that big. And I was like, me neither. Maybe I said I didn't expect it to be so big and she said me neither. I don't remember. But point is, neither of us expected it to be so big. Yeah, so as I was saying, the art set, let me pull it out. The only thing that I can picture is that this was actually just too big for a normal bag. Like, what can I get for, oh, you know what, here. Whatever I have one of the iPhone Pro Maxes, and we all know what that should look like. And it looks dwarfed. It looks so tiny on this thing. Like, this thing is super wide. It is huge. I'm going to put my hand up here for size reference. So the only thing I can picture is this couldn't go into a normal box, so it doesn't matter what I bought. I was going to get a tote because I wanted this. Now, this also is a huge set. Seeing it in store, I don't feel like my video did it justice, but it is massive. So this is going to be a little bit of a project. It is 4,000 pieces, which I believe, besides the world map, is one of the biggest art sets we've ever gotten, but I will have to fact check myself in post. That thing is big. In case you've ever wondered what I do with my totes, I save them. And if I ever have to move, I'm going to have a really easy time. Let's go ahead and get this home. All right, so we have our bag here. I know I've already talked about why I got the lighting here is horrible. I don't know if this is much better, but at least I'm in, yeah, no, it's not. All right, that looks a lot better. I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is like a little wet and then I have some down my shirt. When I got home, well, it's like a lot later because I went to the grocery store afterwards. And then when I got home, this package had come in for me to help clean my shower head. So I like really quickly was like, oh, let me do that. And then I got water down my shirt from trying to clean out my shower head. But good news, the cleaner works. So that's good. But anyways, I know I've already talked about some of these sets and why I got them, but I want to talk a little bit more in depth on that. And then talk about what I saw in store. Yeah, you always gotta check what I'm doing. Okay. I always get asked why I don't pin my mics like this, and honestly, it's because the audio always ends up like garbage, and I spend a lot of time in post trying to fix it versus just holding it. Holding it is better. All right, so the first one we have is the golden hanging pothos. I obviously had to get this one right away because it's something I've talked about, and I really wanted to get it. I have been wanting to make a mock of this, and so obviously that they came out with the actual set, I had to get it. For me personally, something I'm very excited with this set is the multicolored pieces. I kind of am a fan of the custom pieces, and having a real one, actually, let me show you. My real one's huge, by the way. It's like I think it's about 5, almost 6 years old. I've had it forever. It was one of the first few plants I got in this house. And now, yeah, that's it. That's my golden pothos. A true hanging golden pothos. This baby is huge. So obviously, you know, as a plant girly, I had to have this one, but also just as like that is one of the first few plants I had gotten in this house, I needed to have it. Now the next one I need is a monstera. Let me show you my monstera, because this was like in my first like few plants I got in my house, my monstera and my golden pothos were 2 of them. It was a little Trader Joe's one. I actually have a photo of what it looked like when I first got it, but like it is huge. It needs to be watered, but like here's my face next to one of the leaves. Like this is a big plant. As somebody who really loves my plants, I really had to have that. Probably could have held off on this one, and considering how much of a backlog problem I have, I probably should have. But we do have the dark flower arrangement. My justification for getting it is that it's almost Halloween and it's only 500 pieces, so it's a relatively quick one for me to get through. Unlike some of the other ones in this list, quick to get through, and I'm ready for Halloween, so I figured we'd get a little Halloween set. I did not get La Katrina because that one is going to have to be one I do when I have less sets. I have to tear through a little bit of sets before I get to that. I know I talked about being a big One Piece fan, but the Gum Gum Fruit was one I needed to have. One, the color on this looks amazing, but I'm a fan of both the live action and the actual anime. I have watched thousands of episodes. I guess we're not in the multiple thousands, but I've watched over 1,000 episodes. Are we? Did we hit 2,000? I don't remember. But I've watched so many episodes of this, and I really like Luffy's character. My favorite is Zoro, but I love Luffy too. Like, I don't dislike any of the main cast of One Piece. So to have one of their gum fruits is really cool. Next, we have the Sega Genesis console. Now, I just really think this is really cool. I want to add in this to like my retro set. I already have a shelf for it. I already have a spot for it. So obviously I got it. I didn't really talk much about wanting to get that one. I did in a releases video that I ended up not being able to post in time, but it's one that I have definitely wanted for quite some time. I love video games, and like to have a retro console is pretty cool. Especially after doing the arcade machine, the Pac-Man arcade, I was like, all right, we gotta get some more retro video game stuff. I'm probably not in frame super well. We've Garp's Marine Battleship. Now, I had talked about once I did the Going Merry that if they ever came out with this, I was gonna have to get it, and they did. So, you know, I'm a woman of my word, and I got it. But this is one definitely, I do like my Lego boats if I'm picky, but I do like them. And this is one I was like, yeah, okay, I like this. You see this? I like that. We have the Kiss, and it is not backwards. And I am a big like Lego art collector, and so obviously I had to have this, but this is huge, it's magnificent, and I do have to say, while it doesn't look as crazy as some of the other Lego art pieces, I saw it and kind of fell in love. I'm so excited for the challenge on this. It's 4,000 pieces, so it's the biggest art set I for sure have done, and like, I've been dying at all the botanicals and the art sets coming out. They truly are incredible. Those are kind of like my jam, and so when I saw this guy, I just about passed away. I had to have it. In terms of other stuff, I think this launch is the first time we've actually seen Smart Play rolled out in a really good way by Lego. I feel like the Star Wars rollouts have been kind of like, but Pokemon to me has made perfect sense on why we should have Smart Bricks. I thought the in-store display was really cool, and then I should have just asked the guy if I could film him, but I didn't know if I should or not. But when I was in there, and this isn't even launch day, mind you, this is not even launch day, I saw a guy who was an employee, obviously, who was demoing out the Smart Play and how they work for kids. And he had a table set up. Obviously, did I say he was an employee? He's obviously an employee. He was showing them, and I thought that was really, really smart, because sometimes like you see a display, like I even saw it, but I'm like, that's gonna make noise and I don't wanna touch it because it's gonna make noise. But when you have somebody there, it kind of lowers the barrier to entry to seeing it. And I think that also having a person there demo it, they can show off the true like full capacity of what Smart Bricks can do. And honestly, I think that Smart Bricks should have been rolled out with Pokemon to begin with. Also, they have a gift with purchase with it right now. I forgot to get any footage of it in store, but I think including a gift with purchase with the Smart Bricks was a very smart move. It's a Smart Brick gift with purchase, so like that also incentivizes you to buy a little bit more where you can do stuff, because obviously if you buy one Smart Brick set, well, I mean, I'm sure with just one, but like the more Smart Brick sets you have, the more they can interact and do cool things. So kind of makes sense, and it encourages people to buy more and really give it a shot. So I thought that was a good rollout. Are they for me? Still probably no. But I do think Smart Bricks are a really fun way to introduce kids into the hobby, because while I do definitely see some kids in the store and stuff, I do tend to see more adults around it, and they've definitely been making a good push with adults like, hello. But obviously I would love to see, you know, kids get introduced to the hobby. I think it's cool to have things that like adults and kids can bond over. Like, I don't have any problem with just adult groups that go to Disney, much like the same as I look at families and don't have any issues with them going to Disney. So I think it's like cool to have something where like everybody is welcome, and especially because there's nothing like explicit or R-rated with Lego at all. Like, I really, really like that, you know, the Smart Play for that. Now, it does make sets more expensive, and there is a huge criticism of how expensive Lego has gotten. So I think that's a very valid thing to feel right now. But in terms of like the Smart Bricks, this might be the best rollout we've ever seen. I know I've talked about before, it might just be in members videos actually as I'm saying that. I've talked about before that I wasn't sure if it was gonna stick around, but if rollouts of Smart Bricks get better like this, I definitely can see them becoming a staple of Lego. My Lego haul this time definitely though did end up a lot smaller, and that was very intentional. I have a crazy backlog problem. And I also have a storage problem. So until I get that figured out, I told myself that I could not buy a ton of more sets. And so I'm very happy with my haul I got. I mean, it's not like I didn't spend much on it. It's not like I didn't get a good amount of sets, but I I'm really happy with the sets I have for now. I think everything I bought was something that I absolutely could not miss. And if it retired, I would just buy it retired anyways. So I think I did pretty good, but I would love to hear from you what I should have got, what you think I shouldn't have got, and why. And if somebody says that Pothos, I'm gonna be mad at you, because I definitely, that is one I have talked about so many times wanting, and obviously I have a personal connection to it. But if you have any opinions on my haul, definitely let me know. Let me know, what did you get as part of this new launch, because I would love to hear it from you. What are you looking forward to in future launches? I know the Sagrada Familia is definitely one that I am very much looking forward to, but I'd love to hear from you. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.